Welcome back to another episode of Cosmic Crit. This is your GM, Patrick, back and ready to introduce another episode of the podcast to you all. Hope you all had a great weekend, a great week, great night's sleep whenever you're listening to this. For our U.S. listeners this last week, we hope you all had an awesome July 4th. I got to hang out some and game with Jabert. Tyler and I streamed some Apex Legends with non-standard action GM Seth. And in general, I had a great week and weekend, and I hope you did too. Now, the only announcement I get to make this week is for our June fan submission challenge, announcing that it is being extended through the month of July. So if you haven't gotten your submissions yet, feel free to continue to send them in. This challenge is to fill our soundboard that we run through Sirenscape with some new sound effects. We're looking for things like critical hit sounds, something announcing powers like Get 'em or Entropic Strike, and any other odd sound elements you can think of that would make it a nice addition to our podcast. So yeah, send your submissions to cosmiccrit@gmail.com, and we will send the winners gift cards to either paizo.com or our fan store. So that's it this week. Enjoy this episode. We are all the way up to episode 92, and we call this one Chutes and Spiders.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
I wonder, as I play along with you, if everyone could ever roll so bad forever. If criticals could ever be rolled again. The only thing I ask of you is you gotta promise not to crit when you do non-lethal, like I just did. Welcome back, Crit Fighters, and thanks for coming back here to Cosmic Crit. I'm your GM, Patrick, and I have a 1 in 10 chance of critting this episode. Joining me in being make-believe pretenders are my 5 friends who say they'll never surrender. What if I introduce you to your players? To my right, don't let your drone go to waste. I love Tyler, but I hate how slugs taste. It's Tyler, playing Nikki with Drone-itis.
Thank you for that lovely intro, Patrick.
To his right, run and tell all of her demons that everything's gonna be all right. It's Rebecca, learning to fly Talara.
It's good to be here.
Across the digital table, it's times like these you learn to win again. It's Miles with a win.
Good evening.
To his right, don't want to be your goblet wrench. Just one more trick attack accident. It's Jabert bringing bum puzzle.
Hey.
And to my left, there goes my vanguard, watching as he strikes. He's an ordinary human. It's Drew running with Kaz.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing?
How's it going, Patrick?
Good,
I'm
good.
extra good after that intro.
Yeah. As previously noted here on the show, yes, it is favorite.
I was waiting the entire time for a There Goes My Hero reference, because I was like, he's got to use it. He has to.
I don't know who this is. Someone explain.
It's the Foo Fighters.
What are you, like 80 years old, Tyler?
Who?
Foo Fighters. It's like
I don't know your weird indie band.
No, I do not want.
I don't believe you.
Drew joke there. That's what Drew does.
I didn't even want to insult the Foo Fighters by doing a weird thing at the end, so I just said hello.
Even Drew thought that was in bad taste, Tyler.
Tyler's like, "What's a radio phone? I don't have one of these things." Guys, happy late 4th of July. I trust everyone had a great weekend. For those of you listening outside of the U.S., we celebrate this nation's independence from Great Britain by shooting off fireworks and eating hot dogs. And oddly enough, that's probably what your characters do as well when they liberated Nacondas. They had some prepackaged meats and shot off some light displays into the mist above.
This 4th of July, I'm going to be watching Stranger Things.
Oh boy, yeah, I've not watched yet, but I've watched all the trailers, obviously. Very excited.
I assume I've seen it all by now.
Yeah, when this comes out.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to spoil? I can't believe that.
I can't believe it was actually a Cloverfield show the entire time.
It's Stranger Cloverfield Lane.
You know what I didn't see coming? That Keanu Reeves was in this season. I mean, big shocker there.
Oh my gosh, what if that's true? I feel like they'd spoil that. I think I promised you last time a little XP update before we get back into things.
That's right.
As you ended your adventure last week in Outpost Zed, you guys are topping the charts, this fight with the, I think the AP calls them xenophobic Dralics. That was, I believe, CR4, 1200 XP, 300 each, and bringing you guys to 4,575 XP.
Ooh.
Oh my lord!
Beginning of this episode.
So what percentage of that is to the next level?
12. I don't know. I do not have that up in front.
That's okay. Sorry.
I bet it's close to 12ish because we're kind of in the beginning of book 2.
I think we've got a ways to go.
Okay, I was curious.
But yeah, that is going to do it for the XP roundup. So let's get into this week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what happened last time on Cosmic Crit. With Madelon's landing liberated and the Delesco settlement returned to their senses, the crew of the Phoenix's Respite gets back to tracking down Sedona. Word is the Atlantes are taking her and the Rune Drive to the NIS system. So that's where we're heading to.
As the crew bids farewell, Nikithi continues to bear the weight of Kaz's secret. To try and bridge the gap between them, he offers to help Kaz cover his past.
The crew puts Kaz in the captain's seat just in case they ran into trouble. After narrowly avoiding a scan thanks to the transponder they swiped from the Barazad, they encounter the traitor Seonzi, who offered them a tip on where to head next.
Talara attempts to use her pirate routes to get an in with the aliens at Outpost Zed, but she doesn't get much of a response. Or at least not in any languages her party speaks.
Through the confusion of new alien races and unknown languages, the group is attacked by 2 Dralic priests who were not looking for a conversation.
Oh no, they wanted to kill you guys.
Kill us dead.
I need a little less talk and a lot more action. There's a song I know.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
About a little less conversation, a little more action.
Really disrespectful.
Tyler a mixtape with some good music.
Yeah, some like year 2000 music. Like that's considered oldies now.
Right.
Oh boy.
Hey, that first food record's over 22 years old.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Oh,
For sure.
This new age music, I can never get a handle on it.
Tyler is 2 years old then. He was a little baby boy. He can be forgiven. Right. So last week you guys fought some members of this ancient Dralic religion. I don't even think it's like outlined specifically in their entry in Alien Archive, but it's like dedicated to entropy. It is not Devourer cultists. This group has existed among the Dralic since time immemorial. You knocked one of them out. You took the weapons and armor off of both of them, killed the other. They have these massive staves that you can take some time, and perhaps you've heard of them before. They are shadow staves. Shadow staff, and they also have some serums on them. You find serums of shadow blend and x-ray vision, which is just amazing. They can like pop a bottle and see through metal and stuff. And yeah, so this helpful Indifian behind Nikithi kind of continued on as you guys finished up this fight. She was telling you, it's like, yeah, no, they don't want to talk. They continue and say, don't think they speak Aslanti well. You might just leave that jerk alone and move about your business. She says that to you, Nikithi.
Yes, we did not intend to start any fight, and we are content to leave this one alone. Tell me, friend, thank you for your help again, but what is your name?
The name is Destus, and I do not want any part of your troubles. You seem like it, you stick out like a sore thumb here with the giant blue creature and the small green creature.
Yes, well, we do not want to be here any longer than we have to. Perhaps you could assist us if you could just point us in the direction of a mechanic named Talmrin.
I am not of the station. I travel through. If you are in need of information or a translator, you should seek out Hashachir. He's set up camp in the cantina, my friends, to the side here. They point towards the west, where there's another huge 15-foot wide metallic door, and you see like a reptoid like walk up to it and get scanned, and it opens up, and he walks in and closes behind him.
Thank you again for your assistance.
You are welcome. Right. So, but besides the serums and the staves, you guys got some armor. If you're stripping these guys, are you indeed leaving this Dralic to, I guess, lie kind of semi-nude in the station's floor here in the promenade?
Somewhat respectful. I mean, can we at least put them in like a corner where their naked bodies won't be on display?
No, they attacked us. They try to kill us. They can go on display.
I'm just gonna shoot a t-shirt cannon at both of them, and and they'll they can, when they wake up, they'll have something to put on.
Just imagine Bumbustle's like, guys, I'll take care of this, and as everyone's walking away, he's like, gets a good arc 30 foot away. They take a point of non-lethal damage each, the 10-1 included. And... Right. So do you guys want to head on over to the west to this cantina?
Yeah.
That is this giant door here. It's almost 20 foot wide. It seems industrial in nature. So as you walk up to this huge door, it does not open, just like the door leading into Outpost Zed from the hallway where your ship is docked. But as you wait there for a few moments and contemplate perhaps hacking this door as well, someone walks out and you guys can like slip in right past them. If the door that you fixed indeed is tied to some larger computer system somewhere, it seems not to talk to this one, because this one would also need to be hacked. But yeah, as you guys walk in, step into this cantina, you see a fairly large number of triangular tables in the center of this room. Dozens of aliens just kind of chowing down on foodstuffs here, cafeteria style. Aliens from all over the galaxy, some you've definitely not seen before. You notice immediately the temperature drops here about 15 degrees Celsius. So it was almost oppressively hot out on the promenade, and it's quite comfortable here.
That sweet air conditioning.
Yeah. There are several aliens that kind of yell out in Aslanti and other languages as you're standing in the doorway to like enter in. They're like making come hither gestures as they don't want that cool to dissipate. So as you step in, you can have the door shut behind you, and it's dim light here. Those of you with dark vision can see through this chamber, and you see that it opens to a large room to the south, and there's what looks like the remains of some mechanical equipment along the western wall here, and kind of a large depressions that fill the void where something was. This room was definitely not a cafeteria to begin with. You can tell it was used for some kind of very, very high-tech mechanical work. The center here, where there are these raised platforms, these triangular tables, there are crates and stools kind of crowded around them. And yeah, it just makes for a very large communal eating area. A lot quieter in this room as well. You guys can kind of catch your breath from the fight that you just had. And all of a sudden, I think maybe Win, Kaz, Nikithi, you guys realize you haven't eaten in like over 24 hours. And there are food dispensers to the rooms to the south. And you see a small line of people kind of making orders and it being spat out onto these little trays. But yeah, that's what you guys see. That is the sitch here in the cantina. I'm sorry there's no band playing in the corner. Some people might have their own like little Bluetooth headphones, speakers and stuff, but this is not that kind of cantina. I mean, if you guys want to form a band and just quit the rest of this AP, let the Aslanti take over.
Right.
Go right ahead.
You did not give us that option when we were planning season 2, but...
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, there are not a lot of gigs in this AP.
All right, guys. And a 1 and a 2.
So what would you all like to do?
Winds definitely want to get in that grub line.
Mm-hmm. That is to the south in this room over here.
Right here?
Yep. There's a couple of food dispensers. They look like not vending machines, but almost, or what are they called? Like the little Vendomatics that have like pre-cooked meals behind like glass.
Yeah.
And you just can like put in coins and like open up a door. But you do see what looks like 4 large bins that kind of feed these little glass cases. Nikithi, Kaz, are you going there as well?
I probably should. Yeah. Kaz is looking and seeing all of the different races that are over at the triangular tables, and his tempered pilgrim senses are tingling, and that he wants to go and talk to people or try to talk to people and see what he can learn. But man's got to eat.
There's a whole bunch that we found last week in the promenade. Maybe some new ones here too.
Yeah, Nikithi would maybe start heading over that way as well, but then it seems like there's a large group of Dralic in line, and he's going to do, before he goes in, he's going to give him a quick scan for that third eye tattoo that he saw on those xenophobic Dralic, and he wants to make sure that none of these are going to be potential enemies.
Well, you don't really see any tattoos, but you also don't see any shadow staffs or kind of exposed weapons on these guys. Make me a culture check and just kind of give them the old perusal.
I cannot.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do this one untrained.
Well, thank you.
See if you know what kind of echelon they are in the society here.
To me. And I have rolled rolled a 9, which ends up in a 12.
Yeah, so, I mean, looking these folk over, they don't seem like fighters in any sense. You see, maybe some stained overalls and what looks like mechanics there in line, as well as a few flight suits, perhaps some Dralic pilots. A few of them seem to be of the same crew. You see like kind of a similar shoulder pad on a few of them that might mark their ship. But yeah, doesn't seem, you've done a visual check of this queue. Doesn't seem like there's any trouble.
Awesome. Well, then Nikithi will get in line and have Idis go over and hang out with Tallara.
Tallara, what do you like to do? You've made yourself a Aeon stone, so you don't have to eat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I don't have to, I'm certainly not going to wait in line with these jokers. I am going to go over toward the tables and see what there is to see if I can find some non-threatening aliens who perhaps speak a common language with me that I can have a conversation with.
So are you going to try Aslanti? It seems like you do hear a few conversations between like different alien races that is using Aslanti.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless there's something else I can use, I would rather not use Aslanti because that's probably not a super friendly language to use.
Well, it is, when in Rome, it is the language of technically the system. You are within the Aslanti Empire, so it's kind of like the common of this space.
Okay, then yeah, I'll use Aslanti.
Oh boy, who made Tallara super evil? Here she's speaking Aslanti now. She's gone native.
Well, my other languages are like infernal and abyssal, so I think I'm just like evil all around.
So you see. I mean, you've walked up to on the map where there is indeed a Dralic. You see a Gauze Claw, and I was almost didn't want to add them into the AP, but there's really creepy race called the Brackhams. What are you saying? Who are you talking?
I think I'll tell you. Are the Brackhams the guys with the really long arms, like the engineer-looking guys?
Yeah. Let me show everyone what these fine folk look like.
Yeah, we saw them last week. They're creepy. They're super creepy.
I don't like them. Paizo, why?
Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that at all.
Like they look like space rednecks, and they're just.
Well, this guy's like. I mean, they are skilled engineers. I think. Known for in the Aslanti Empire, kind of their technical capabilities. And making it as large as possible.
Are they also like weird clone things? Is that sort of their background? I forget.
No. They're. I can read from AP Volume 8, the book that we're in right now, where they are laid out. They're natives of Borton 2, and a planet just happened to fall within the bounds of the Aslanti Empire, and kind of they stripped the planet of its resources and declared that they were now citizens. These creepy looking peeps, and they went from a tribal kind of society and integrated quickly into the Star Empire. Who do you want to talk to, Rebecca?
I'll talk to one of the creepy guys. Talara is not one to judge by appearances.
You literally just called them creepy.
Y'all were the ones talking about how they were creepy. All right. I think they're creepy, but I don't think Talara would think they're creepy. She is half demon, by the way. She gets judged a lot. So
maybe there's a love connection in your future.
So she will walk up my door.
Yeah,
so she'll walk up to this guy, just the long-armed mechanic guy.
Got these very long arms that kind of bend in ways that they shouldn't, kind of like sideways elbows, and they can kind of like reach all the way back around themselves. This gentleman is about 7 foot tall. Like I said, pretty darn gangly. He's got these red eyes, and he's just kind of like shoveling in these little bits of food into his mouth. And what do you say when you go over to him?
First, can I do I know how to greet them in a way that I will be well received?
Make me a culture check.
Probably not. That's a 10, but it reduces the DC by 5 if it's about black markets and pirates and smugglers.
This guy, not a pirate nor smuggler, but I mean, you're pretty sure that just like a respectful kind of nod in their direction. This is not a touchy-feely race. There are some where it's like rude if you don't kind of slap them on the shoulder. But yeah, this one fairly standard, and you can what do you want to say in Aslanti?
I want to say, hey there, you look like you know your way around these parts pretty well. You happen to know is it a mechanic that we're looking for?
Yeah, the Talmrin is indeed the person you're looking for.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you happen to know a guy named Talmrin around here?
No. What are you looking for exactly?
What are we looking for exactly? I know we're looking for that guy.
I don't know what a Talmrin is, but if you would like me to be that, I can be Talmrin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this quest just got so much easier. Good job.
But 8,000 experience points.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna head off over this way and talk to these guys over here.
No, let me buy you something to eat. Would you hunger for something you see on my plate?
He's got just like the grossest looking food imaginable splayed out in front of him over 2 trays.
You know what? I really prefer to buy my own drinks, but thank you. I'll let you know.
I'm right here if you need anything.
Yeah, and Talara walks away promptly.
So that was the least creepy of the Brackhams that I will be role playing. They only get creepier from here, guys.
Oh boy.
That was the shining angel amongst this race. I hate this so much.
I think I used to work with that guy.
All right, let's move back down to fun line land. You guys can wait your turn and get to the front. Looks like you've divided up into a couple of different lines. And we've got Kaz and we've got Win. And as you step up here, you see in this adjoining room here, bright neon holographically projected alien letters like over the top of these dispensers. And there is some small Aslanti script scribbled on the side that kind of translates things. But yeah, it seems like these are definitely of alien design, these machines. And to your side, you see a large emptied kind of mining cart upturned slightly so you can like pitch trash into it. And there are a number of large fist-sized grubs kind of crawling over the biodegradable plates people throw in there. As you take a look at this machine, it's a little confusing exactly how it works. Nikithi, you're there, but anybody at the machines, go ahead and make me a computer check. See if you can figure out what's going on.
Can I make that untrained?
Unfortunately, no. Anyone with computers as a skill, with some ranks, go right ahead.
That's a 25 for Win.
Oh, pretty good. That'll do.
I'm gonna get some extra cheese in my Whopper.
Nikithi got a 21.
Oh boy, out-computered by the captain.
Kaz punches the machine.
It does nothing. It punches you back, actually. It's a very smart machine. DC 20 computers check to figure it out. A line forms behind you, but nobody gets angsty as they can tell that it's your first time with the machine as you're kind of pressing buttons and things. It seems to be based on the same system as some of the doors. It requires to like kind of scan you, and it's failing to do that, so it's not like progressing to like the next screen. But yeah, you guys can bypass that, make your selections as you're reading over the descriptions. Each of these costs 3 Aslanti credits, or you can throw in some UPBs, which are depositable in the top of what looks like a corn feeder on top of the machine. Are you ready for these options?
Yeah.
Option 1, crushed succulent paste. Boy. Just like Ma used to make.
I was about to say the same thing.
Option 2, fermented meat honey. Option 3, jellied skin fungus. Option 4, tar whale polyps. And option 5, tongue and eye fish. What? that one, every time I read it, I'm like, huh? It's tongue and eye fish.
Well, I think I know exactly what Wynn's going to press, says he wants that sweet, sweet meat honey.
Oh, gross. It's fermented meat honey.
Yeah, I was about to say it's fermented.
I'm putting it in the chat here, your guys' options. All right, so you are you putting in some UPBs?
Yeah.
Fermented meat honey pops out. It does look like it is some kind of meat, perhaps, but it is gray. It is sludge-like, and there is something that could very well be described as a honey-like consistency to the topping, which is creamy and black.
Grandma Winifred used to make something just like this back at home.
She was a terrible cook.
she was. We had her committed very late, too late, perhaps.
It turned out she was just deep frying dirt.
Oh, that sounds a little more enjoyable, actually.
She often tried to poison us.
Let's see. Who's Kaz? Kaz, you're next. Got 5 options here.
Kaz can't operate the machine, so I think Nikithi should just select for him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's sad. But Nikithi, what do you wanna make for your friend Kaz here? Spit out.
Let's do the tar whale polyps.
Oh, delicious. Mwah. Perfectly cultivated at the height of the tar whale's potency. The polyps are indeed not poison. Are you ordering the same thing?
No. I for some reason, in my head, I just think that Nikithi's a vegetarian for some reason. So he's going to order the crushed succulent paste.
Okay, yeah. I guess I was thinking maybe the succulent was not plant-based, but...
Or it's plant-based, but it's from a living plant, like a sentient plant.
Well, yeah, it comes out, and it's red. It's beet red. It's like a deep clay kind of color, and the consistency is not very paste-like. It is mushy, though. Yeah, the polyps come out, and you're like fighting to like bite through them, because they're tough ones. I think everyone should just like switch meals, like move one down, because I think maybe the bear would be able to eat the polyps, and Nikithi be able to stomach fermented meat. But you guys, do you want to just go and have a seat and start chowing down?
Yeah. There's a table open.
You have to do that awkward thing where you like stand and like look over the sea of tables for like a good 3 minutes before you find it's like, oh, there's 2 seats, but then Kaz has got to eat by himself. But you eventually find some these reptoids down here in the southern end are going to leave.
Yoink.
I just have to say that Clear Spindle was the best 245 credits I've ever spent in this game.
You mean the worst? What would Talara have chosen?
Succulent paste, definitely.
Oh, disgusting.
Or starvation.
Bumfuzzle, you have a spindle as well, but do you want to grab something?
I don't know. That jellied skin fungus sounds pretty good.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
I bet it does.
I'm gonna go get me some of that. Let's see. You said computers check to try to get this thing to work.
Yes, and I mean, you can watch these other folks kind of get through it.
Yeah. So 21. Does that get me some sweet skin fungus?
Yes, and you've got almost everything. No one ordered the tongue and eye fish, which is very sad. Take it back to your table and give me a life science check. As you're looking at this delicious jellied skin fungus. Is that one you got?
Sure. No.
Not super.
No.
It is pretty gross, but it does seem edible by you. Maybe Nikithi, as you're looking over it as well, you could tell this would probably kill a human or a Lashuntan, someone who is not comfortable with eating, skin fungus, let alone jellied or jammed skin fungus. So you've masterfully avoided dying Kaz. Way to go.
Yay.
It's like a 1 in 5 chance. But the rest of your meals, they are not great. They're enough to like kind of sustain you. But of all the options, maybe succulent paste is the closest to just like straight up gruel or something that would indeed keep you alive, but not something you would want to live for. But yeah, you guys can finish your meal up. What's your next move?
Is there anyone else in here that I can ask about Talmrin?
So we were sent here to find Hashachir Hashir, and because they might know where Talmrin is. So we are looking for someone to help with who we are looking for.
I assume that's the person who owns the place. So
you look for someone like wiping down the bar.
Right. I'm looking around for
glass.
that, or and then I see this hallway back here to the back, and I bet we could probably just walk back to the office and knock on the door.
So not a hallway. This is actually about a 2.5 foot wide pipe. And it's one of the many that you've seen around the station that kind of leads north out of this room. You're certain at one point this was probably like an industrial part of the system, bringing in rocks or some kind of mining material to be processed in this room. But now, from what you've gathered and can hear, there's like tons of small races that are above you in the pipes, kind of like above this room. But yeah, Bumfuzzle can fit through pretty easily, but it doesn't seem like anyone else, any other medium creatures really would go back here, because they would be like squeezing themselves to fit through, to shimmy through.
Yeah, 2.5 feet is not a whole lot of space.
It is not.
You're gonna be like laying down flat for that.
Yeah, I imagine it's well, I don't know if you guys have been in a bouncy or not a bouncy house, like a playground recently, but if you're trying to like climb up one of the twisty slides that are made for very small children, and you're a plus-sized adult such as myself, it's not the most comfortable of experiences.
I have actual experience in this recently.
Yeah, I was about to say, but anyway, I'm sure Drew's done it.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back in this pipe a little bit, and
it does go back actually about 20 feet or so, and you see a dark room and the smell of death and decay back there. You don't hear any noises. It seems like it's perhaps like a trash area or something worse.
It's the office of Gevalarsk Nor.
Gevalarsk Nor. Oh, so there aren't. This isn't like a special hangout club for small creatures. I was led to believe there was a party here.
No, the special hangout club. There's definitely pipes like above you where you can hear. You've seen some Screep Deeps, some Gauze Claws, and things like that just like walk out of the promenade, or walk onto the promenade from some of these pipes as they hang up on closer to the second floor.
I see. Well, I come back out and I say,
well, that's not the office.
But yeah, as you guys are walking around, Is anyone asking anyone for this hashachir?
I will.
Yeah, that would be my next step. I'm going to go talk to Mr. Bunsen over here. Dr. No, Beaker. That's who it is.
Describe what you're seeing here on this
it looks like a sea anemone that probably ate your cat.
How dare you?
It's also wearing a scarf, which is very nice. Nice.
It looks like a Lovecraftian version of Beaker from the Muppets.
Yeah.
I think that's what
that was the joke. Yeah,
that's what he said like a second ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
It looks like a scarf or like a sumo shorts.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if that's his waist or his neck. So it's
this is kind of, it's like a trunk-like body, and there's eyes like 360 degrees around. There's like I think 6 eyes.
Oh, really?
And as you walk up to its back, its front, it kind of regards you and goes,
So it is Beaker.
is that Aquan?
No, it seems to be its own language. Are you saying something back to it?
Let's see. It looks like a sea creature, so I'm gonna try Aquan first, and then I'm gonna try Aslanti. I'll say,
Greetings, friend. Aquin?
It gives you the best shrug about 50 tentacles can give, just like
Aslanti, yes, Aslanti.
sense motive. 19.
It seemed to understand Aslanti, maybe. At the very least, if it doesn't speak, it seems to understand what you're saying when you're like, "Do you speak Aslanti?" And Aslanti.
Yes. Good friend. My name is Bumfuzzle. Oh, well, it's a lovely name you have as well. Good friend, I seek another whose name is Harashir.
Hachachir.
Sense motive.
It is kind of pointing tentacles in like a wave-like fashion towards the north side of the chamber, where you see what looks like a creature on the ground here, just laying in the darkness of the northern corner, and draped in looks like very dark gauze, very very dark, kind of like muslin fabrics. I see.
Thank you, kind sir. Oh, I'll be sure to do that. Thank you. Have a nice day.
So in the corner you see maybe sitting under a small kind of tent propped up against the corner of the room, loosely bandaged, cracked shell, maybe some barnacles of this green slimy buildup along its arms. What looks like a pretty down on its luck alien.
Is it Davy Jones?
No. Bumfuzzle, do you have culture to roll me?
I do have some culture. 22 on that check.
Ooh, wow. So you know this is an alien. You got that down.
Okay. So far, so good.
It is. You've seen a few of them around the station. This is a Rikrichi. And in addition to that, you can tell it does seem to have a disease. It's wearing black kind of gauze as, to show that. You see one of its arm baleen in kind of medicinal plastic, dripping it into these trays of red liquid, like kind of over and over, just raising its arm and lowering it. And as you approach, he looks up, kind of faintly shifts onto his side slightly. And as he does, you see there are a couple of small insects poking at his backside. These large bugs with barbed tongues kind of darting out and licking him. And he moans in garbled pain. These guys look like here. Pyong.
Oh, yowzers. Ooh, no.
Yeah, it's these little 8-legged, creepy, double-jointed bugs with these barb-like tongues.
I'm gonna walk up to the man. I presume a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him and say,
My friend, you appear to be in pain. Are you in need of assistance?
As you get a closer look, this is what he looks like.
"Oh my, oh boy."
He is indeed a Rikrichi. I think we've seen some of the other ones in the station as you've walked around, but yeah, this one definitely looking a little worse for wear as he lies on the ground. As you get kind of close to him, the bugs kind of like rear up next to him and are like hiss slightly, and then like you see one of them like bite into his back where the shell has kind of broken off, and he moans and it's like in pain.
I want to say this would be like a medicine thing, but I guess if you get too close to him, it might be sort of, I don't know. Can I try to? I don't know if this really works, but can I try sleight of hand to try to like get my hand real close and then reach out and try to grab one?
That would, I mean, you can try and bluff it, perhaps, and make a grab attack, maybe a grapple.
Okay. You know what? Sure, let's go for that. Let's do it.
Yay, fun things that happen on the show. We
never get to use bluff. Here we go. 17 on that bluff check.
All right, I'm gonna make a secret GM roll and go ahead and make me that attack, that potential attack. See what happens.
Oh, that was so close to a 19. That's only a 10. That's only a 10.
Well, you're going to be super stoked to find out that I wasted a natural 20 on this thing's sense motive. But in addition to that, you do, like, it seems very wary as you come over to it. And as you kind of like reach out to grab it, it reacts with lightning fast reflexes and kind of scurries backwards. And then just a moment later, its friend also does the same. And they're kind of standing back on like 4 legs, kind of like hissing in your direction. Just anything else you would like to do? Talara, you seem to be right here too.
Yeah, Talara is oddly fascinated by Bumfuzzle's ability to talk to these strange creatures in this cantina, so she's been following him around.
Bumfuzzle's gonna just step up in between the spider things and our new friend, whose name I definitely remember, and pulls out a knife and starts like holding them back.
Yeah, just from those couple of swipes, they skitter off. They're gonna go like right between Talara's legs. Make me, both you and Talara, Bumfuzzle, make me a perception check.
Hey, that one's not bad.
Whoa, what'd you get? Oh, jeez.
That's a 28.
So they scamper what looks like under a couple of the tables, and you see maybe like 1 or 2 of the people eating here like kick at them as they go by. And Talara, you just lose them under the tables, but Bumfuzzle, you see as they pop out right behind a Kaz walking up the backside of the cantina and go into that little 2.5 foot wide pipe that you just explored a moment ago.
Well, some extermination may be in order soon.
Just getting back, this is Hash Hachir, and going back to your culture check, you can tell because there are Rikrichi in the Pact Worlds, you've seen them before, that this one was known as Rikrichi shell rot, and it is a communicable disease, highly dangerous, but it is only contagious to others of his race, his species. He seems like he might be a few weeks along in this progression. Looks very weak, and his eyes are just kind of like blinking and looking up at you. as you're like stabbing out with like a knife to these little creatures.
I have a question. Is he suffering from a condition like shaken, sickened, or staggered, such that I could remove that condition?
Yeah, so he's not doing well. I believe he is down a couple of steps on this disease track.
Okay, so maybe farther along than I can help him.
Well, at the very least, I think the first step, like weakened, gives you like if he's not nauseated, there's like the sickened condition, which you just kind of have the entire time unless you take drugs or get cures like that.
Well,
so
I mean,
yeah, he seems
I ask,
very out of it.
I have a spell, remove condition lesser.
Mhm.
I can remove shaken, sickened, or staggered, but it doesn't cure the disease.
Right.
But it does remove the condition.
Well, that's
So
up to you. Yeah.
like,
Do you want to use it on him?
Yeah, if I could give him some relief.
Yeah. Just describe it. You moving up over to him and laying on hands?
Yeah. Talmrin will move next to this guy and put her hand out to him gently so as not to scare him, and uses remove condition. Not a little.
Yeah, you see it takes like a moment for him to kind of realize what's happening, but he seems to be in less pain for just a moment, and kind of blinks his eyes, and he touches at his neck where there seems to be something growing on the outside of his throat. And Bumfuzzle, you recognize immediately as some sort of biotech voice box. Like it kind of looks like a large slug just attached to his neck, but he presses it in, kind of like make sure it's pasted on, and in halting Aslanti speech, you hear translated a little slurred, maybe a staccato manner. He says, "Who are you all?"
We are new to town, and we hear that you are someone who has information. Would you join us back on our ship where we can assist you in our medical bay? Myself.
I am too weak to move. I am Hashir. Please excuse my current state. He kind of gurgles a little bit and spits something up into one of his black gauze wrappings.
I'm gonna try to maybe walk over to the middle of the room where I can wave over Nikithi, maybe.
Yeah, you guys can all come over.
Yeah.
Do we have a medical bay on the ship we could take him to that might give us a little more?
That's literally what Bumfuzzle just said.
Does everyone just stop listening when I start talking?
I didn't hear you.
Hey, is
say that. I'm
Jabbar
sorry.
here? I haven't heard him in a while.
You guys, didn't you take out the medical bay?
No.
No.
It's just powered down.
Yeah.
That's how I gave Kaz the tattoo.
Oh, right. A really bad tattoo.
It was a fine, average tattoo.
You're an average butterfly.
No, it was like a 12.
So it looks like an average tattoo artist gave it to him.
Yes,
Okay,
which is
so
not
it's
bad.
awful.
No, it's not.
Guys, I'm sorry. This is canonized. It is a terrible tramp stamp on the back.
It's like if you went and you met with your favorite dentist and said, "Tattoo me," and they said, "That's not my skill set, but I'll do it," and they did it.
Puzzle to do my next one.
So yeah, he as he sees you all walk up to him, he says, "You must excuse me. I am so tired. Those bugs have not let me sleep in days. Give me a either Nikithi or a Bumfuzzle, an engineering check. It seems like his biomechanical voice box is malfunctioning."
Ah, yes.
I'll probably just let Bumfuzzle handle that.
Yeah. 26. Yeah, that's going to do it. This is only the second voice box you've fixed in the adventure so far. Yeah, and you're able to just kind of like poke and prod at it for a little bit, make sure it's synced up with him well. And he says, oh, thank you. I have not been able to fix that myself. As I said, I am Hashir. Thank you. He points to you, Talara, his like weird crab-like arm appendages, and it's like, you did something to me to make me feel better.
It's all I could do. I'm sorry. God, I sound like a Lendra. What is wrong? I would sound like that.
Try again.
But yeah.
It's the least I could do. You want to help us find this guy we're looking for? Seems like Talmrin.
Talmrin is a she.
She? The girl we're looking for?
He says, Talmrin, yes, I know of her. I don't quite know her myself. You must excuse me, my head, it swims still. The beasts were gnawing on me, and I was having waking dreams. I, as I said, have not slept in some time. I might have to retire now to try and recuperate.
Again, sir, would you please accompany us to our ship? We can assure you that there will be none of these spider leeches.
He says,
be called
Odhio. They are an infestation here on the station. Odhio.
Odhio. Yes.
Odheo.
Odheo.
Audio. You got to turn up my audio. I can't hear you in my cans. Yes. Hachachir says, I must rest if I am to be of any use to you. I thank you for your offer, but I still do not know who you are. And those bugs, they can infest your ship too. They find me no matter where I sleep on the station. They crawl through the pipes. They nest above us.
How about a compromise? You rest here. We will simply watch over you while you rest and make sure that if they return, we will chase them off again. Although while you are resting, as a fair trade, would it be okay if I examined you and found out the particulars of your disease?
That is fine. I can tell you. I mean, he explains the shell rot, what he's suffering from, and from. Well, actually, make me a life science check just to make sure that Nikithi's on board with this disease.
Can I take 10 on that, or do you want me to roll?
Roll, because there's some chance for failure. You don't have, I believe, access to whatever you can.
Thanks, Patrick.
Whatever you can use to look it up. You rolled the 20, so I think Nikithi's got it. I think Nikithi
probably that makes it a 32.
It was a DC 20 life science check, so you do need to have a fairly advanced knowledge of alien diseases and things like that. But it is it's pretty nasty. So the Raikrichi shell rot is a DC 18 fortitude save, and it's a physical track. As you can see, like it's almost like a crab leprosy, as you see bits and pieces of him kind of like flaking away and dissolving. And it is tracked by week, so it is nasty. It could, you could linger with disease for months. If you're lucky, I guess it could kill you shortly, but it's a nasty one, and he's like a leper, kind of barred from interacting with many other of his kind here on the station.
Nikithi would find this very interesting, and he definitely would like to. I mean, for now, he'll just watch over Hashashir, but he would definitely be interested in taking him back once they are done here. Reiterating the offer of taking him back to the medical, but that'll be later.
Bumfuzzle, meanwhile, is going to go check out that pipe again.
Hashachir, can explain the odd hails a bit to you if you like, and says,
"Sounds good."
They crawl through the pipes. They enjoy the taste of my flesh. They are dangerous in large numbers. You must be careful. If you would like, I believe that their nest is nearby, and if you were to destroy them, if you were to kill, perhaps their leader, kill the queen and the rest.
There it is. I've been waiting for that one.
Kill the Odhio queen. No, he explains. If he knew that they weren't going to bother him, like even tomorrow or the next day, he would be able to rest much easier right now. He says, whatever you would like, I will help you if you are able to destroy these pests.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm just gonna go look and see how deep this thing goes, but I won't go far.
I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to try to get a sense of where these things go. If there's maybe a larger access point where we can get maybe a bear in here.
Right. Go ahead, climbing through. Does anyone else want to try to go with him?
Since Idis is on 4 legs, could she go through?
Yeah, is Idis medium or small?
Medium.
Ow. I don't think I can fit, can I?
So, I mean, if while Bumfuzzle's going through, if the rest of you want to take a look at this pipe, it's a squeeze for a medium creature. So difficult terrain, double movement. This is about 20 feet worth of it. A large creature can fit through here if someone was pulling or pushing them.
Oh no!
Like a plug.
Oh God!
So grease up that bear. So it's up to you. It looks like it would hurt. You're not getting through there being prodded for the better part of a minute
I guess,
without taking some damage.
I guess one's gonna wait first to see if he needs to go through there.
Sure. So Bumfuzzle, you peek through and you see a fairly large chamber that does go up about I believe 10, 20 feet. I need to read my notes here, but it reaches up a little bit and you see in the middle what looks like a giant heap of trash, just like a massive pile of debris that is fetid. You see, other small bugs kind of like worming around in it. Some of the like larval looking things that you saw in the trash. And it is standing in a pool of gray, kind of brackish liquid that is only a few inches deep, but looks to be slowly maybe eroding this pile or congealing around it. You don't see any of these creatures with the dark vision as you get to the end there, but make me a perception check.
Sure will.
Pretty poor. Yeah, no, there's just so many sounds in the space station. I mean, you don't hear any of the creatures nearby, and you don't see them.
Are there any other pipes that are sort of leading off of this space?
There seems to be there seems to be some pipes and some things over to the east side, but it looks almost impassable. Like you can just kind of like see through it. But there seems to be another room, maybe like behind, just like a whole wall, a whole bulkhead full of these massive pipes. But okay. No other way in besides that.
Let's see. How deep is this liquid here? Can I poke down with a stick to see how deep it is?
Yeah, it's only a couple inches. It's mostly see-through in parts.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stealthily move through and try to see if I can see where this hallway goes to.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an initiative roll.
Can I make a stealth roll?
No. Well, yes. I mean, you can, but no.
All right.
Let's see what the roll comes up. What'd you get?
I got a 25.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, I've rolled my secret rolls, but yeah. You rolled 25 on your initiative.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to stealth.
Let me roll a stealth real quick. That would be a 30.
Very good. Not enough though, because a bug definitely does crawl out of a pipe as soon as you enter down below, and it's hanging on the wall about 15 feet up. Oh, where are you going?
I see.
Where are you going, Puzzle? Okay. He's on the opposite side of the room, and as soon as it sees you, it lets out like a shattering sound of. And you hear what sounds like 8-legged freaks kind of crawling through pipes in your direction. We are in combat, technically. Let's see. Make me a perception check as well. Another one here.
Not great.
Right. So that is a surprise round. You hear them chittering through, and just a few more friends pop into the party as bugs of all shapes and sizes start crawling literally out of the walls. I think it's time to get everyone in initiative turn order, because this might be a fun fight. Does everyone want to roll initiative for me?
Yay, sir.
Ugh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
When rolled the natural 20 the one time. That's basically useless.
Yeah. So you said I can get through what one thing per turn, basically?
No, you could be prodded or poked through. I think I misspoke. It is about 15 foot long. This tunnel. You can be pushed or pulled through by someone else, but it will take a good amount of strength to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wynn looks around at his crew and thinks strength is not the one thing they have in common.
Okay, first in the turn order on the first turn here, Bumfuzzle, you're aware of these things now as they chitter and make all this noise. What would you like to do?
Let's see. So can I see back down this hallway that's behind me?
Yeah, it looks pretty empty. Like you can maybe get like a little slit through some of the pipes here. Doesn't look like, I mean, you would have to like probably be flattened out a bit and squeezed through, but it's fairly unadorned. There's maybe some scratches along the walls here, but there's no other entrance or exit.
I see. And there are just like smaller pipes coming off of this like hallway that sort of terminates in a just a dead end.
Yeah, there are pipes like almost everywhere you've seen in the system that look like remnants of the station's true purpose, which was a refinery at some point, that have just kind of rotted in places and fallen down.
Yeah. I'm going to I'm gonna shout out the pipe. I'm gonna be like,
I'm surrounded. Help!
And in the meantime, I'm gonna run up on this thing, and I'm going to sort of flick my wrist, and I have like some off in there, and I just spray it right at this bug. Yeah.
Ooh, nice roll.
32. Sorry.
It is indeed affected by bug spray, apparently. You found the bug's only weakness. So make an attack, I imagine.
Yeah, let's see. Let's use a knife.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 19 versus flat-footed KAC.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so, yeah, you stab into this thing. As it does, you really only get a glancing blow, it seems, because it also, very similar to the ones that you saw in the cantina, just kind of jumps backwards right after your attack. So you maybe, like, cut a leg off and stab into it, but it seems to be very jittery and moving around. That is your turn. It is these creatures' turns. And there are a number of them that are just kind of crawling along the walls in your direction.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I don't
Tyler, no.
I don't want that happening. No.
Oh, you got more bug noises for us?
I can just keep that on a loop if you want me to.
No, Sirenscape, no. What are you doing?
I've got like I don't know. We've got a hive mother voice, but I'm saving that for maybe if we find a queen.
Oh, boy.
But otherwise, I just have,
That is so gooshy.
Oh, I know, right?
That's that's the worst. That's like if you had like a tub full of bananas.
I mean, that's essentially what they're in, right?
I mean, they're in that water. Yeah.
I could be convinced that this used to be bananas.
So that was
all right, so they are crawling along the walls. You see two of them.
Please stop that noise.
Oh, God, yeah.
That is the worst.
Yeah, please. Oh, geez. Two of them have to double move. They're like jumping over pipes and skittering on top of you. And it looks like three of them are able to move up on you and get off either a creepy little bite attack, or one of them is actually going to try and stick you with, it looks like this little dart-like harpoon tongue. Let's do these little bite attacks first. It's these two that are flanking you currently. Okay, I've rolled a 10 on the dice and an 8 on the dice. I'm not gonna like this, but what is Bumfuzzle's KAC these days?
KAC is 18.
Okay, I do like this. I do like this because they're flanking, thank goodness. Otherwise I might have some misses. These are 2 hits.
Oh boy.
They're small creatures though.
Yeah. Here's an alien creature shrieking.
Oh, it's very small. I've rolled 2 1s on 2d6. These are actually D3, so it's still 1. But these 2 little bites are 10 points of damage in total.
Good gracious.
Lord.
10 points, and the harpoon tongue is coming at you. This one has climbed up the wall, like right above you, and is like stabbing downwards in Bumfuzzle's direction. Oh, 17 on the dice. That is a hit. And this one is actually a d6. But I've rolled a 1 again on it.
Wow.
And is only 3 points of piercing damage as it just tries to like poke through your helmet shaped glass bubble helmet. That is their turn and brings us to win with that natural 20. Miles, do you want to try and defer?
I mean, do I have any other option? I mean, I can't get through unless someone drags me through.
You will not be able to get through by yourself, yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I have to defer.
Well, can you see them?
I think from where you're standing, you do have 60 feet and you do have dark vision. You can peer through the pipe, and so long as no one's in there, you can see at least one of these little critters kind of like munching on Bumfuzzle. This one on the back side of him, the north side, that seems to be flanking.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to defer until I can get someone to take me through.
Okay, that's fine. So, Holden, your turn. Talari, you're next.
Yeah. I guess Talara will go through the pipe. I don't really want to, though.
I mean, you could summon, if you look through the pipe, I mean, you could just summon something through the pipe. But I'd understand if you also don't want to waste a spell or anything like that.
Yeah, I could summon something through the pipe. I just don't know how effective it'll be against a whole bunch of itty-bitty things. What I really want to do is overheat, but that would kill Bumfuzzle. So, or hurt him anyway.
Well, I mean, you don't know this because you can't see them yet. But Bumfuzzle knows that a bunch of them are above him on the wall right now, and I mean, you can shoot above his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. These ones that look like they are in the wall here on the east side are actually above Bumfuzzle.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's helpful. So then Talara is going to go through the pipe then, and then aim up at the ceiling.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you will be able to get there. It is 15 foot long and it's difficult terrain, so that is going to be 30 foot. The pipe just by itself, like almost starting where Kaz is here on the map. What is your movement speed?
30.
Okay, so I think you'd be able to get just to the end of the pipe. Do you want to cast from inside the pipe?
So like where I am right now? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, right now you're just poking your head out. You were within range of this little critter, though, right next to Bumfuzzle on the south side. So it could possibly provoke.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I can't get all the way up here from where I was?
So you started right here next to Kaz.
Yeah.
And this is 30 foot just to get to the end of the pipe.
Okay.
Actually, no. From where you are, you can poke out of the pipe, but yeah, you're like in front of it, and right next to one of these critters.
Okay. Can I aim at the ceiling though and cast a spell at it?
You can. It will provoke. So yeah, you can go right here next to this dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're just saying it would provoke. Okay.
Yeah. Or you could double move, but then you wouldn't be able to act and take an action.
Right. Yeah, I'll take the chance and overheat at the ceiling.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, here we go. So what we've been training for, Patrick, a wizard provoking within range of a creature. Don't mess this up.
So
I'm attacking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we might need to turn off Tyler's access to Sirenscape.
I like all these bug noises.
There's so many of them. I've rolled a 9 on the dice. What is your KAC these days?
14.
That is a hit, unfortunately. Okay. Which is going to stop the spell, and it's just doing a bite attack. Max damage at 7 points.
Max, you rolled a 5 out of 6.
I did. It's a D3.
Oh, Sorry.
I guess I could type in D3 and make this a little more.
No. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure you weren't shorting yourself on damage.
Tyler hates you, Rebecca.
And
yeah.
what kind of... Oh, it's the bite attack. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You are through the pipe, though, and Nikithi, do you want to go next here? You're still next to Hashachir.
I mean, oh, man. I guess Nikithi can yell at Win that Idis can push him through. And,
boy.
He's not going to... Nikithi's going to stay and, protect this guy because there's no way I don't think by the time he got through there and through the pipe, there's probably not going to be much left. So, but Idis will move up.
So want to act with Win and try and push him?
Yeah, basically that'll... But once he positions himself in the pipe, Idis is going to ready an action to just start pushing.
Okay. Well, I have my turn still.
Yep. Go right ahead, take it, and
just hop here.
Well, I mean, I should warn you guys, if you don't make it through, you're stuck in the pipe, and then Kaz cannot get through. Kaz has rolled the bottom of the initiative roll.
I mean, yeah, Nikithi would understand that, and probably so would Kaz.
Do you want to wait until after Drew?
Yeah, I'll wait till after Kaz gets there.
Let's do that.
Alrighty, Drew, you pop it in.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of where Talmrin ended up, I gotta take a double move because I can't stand in her spot, so I'm kind of useless this round anyway, but I will move.
So, basically your full movement to get through the pipe, and then, you have an additional 30 foot after you pop out. You just want to move right next to Talara?
I guess I'm trying to see. I guess maybe I can. Let me see what spacing is. Oh, never mind. Right. So
where?
We fly just right north of the northern bug that is flanking Bumfuzzle to flank it.
Okay. Moving past it, it is going to provoke again another attack of opportunity.
Bring it on.
I'm going to barb you. I'm going to barb tongue you.
Bug sounds?
Oh yeah, sure, Tyler. Go ahead. Oh god, that sounds like 600 pounds. These things are like kitten size. They're very small.
I'll make it quieter.
Yeah, the Audhios, I think we got a picture of them before, but yeah, this is what you see up close to this Kaz, this little creepy, long-tongued bug-like creature. It does have, count it, does have 8 legs with these double joints. This one is sticking its barb at you. I've rolled a 14 on the dice, and that is going to be a hit. This is a full d6, 1 on the damage, 3 points of piercing damage.
Well, you know what that means, Patrick.
I don't care. What does it mean?
It means that Kaz has gained an entropy point.
Oh no! I've fallen right into your trap! This class's trap of being a sadist. Masochist? Which one? I forget. Maybe both.
Masochist.
Okay, so you're gonna be going right after Nikithi. When poking your head into the pipe. How did Win die? Okay, it is rough stuff. Large creatures in this this pipe, so you have to be pulled or pushed, and the attempt is going to hurt a little bit. The attempt, as Idis is like ramming into your backside.
I have a drug suppository coming at me.
Oh
that
boy,
sounds pointy. Yeah.
Can't wait for this fan art.
It is indeed a strength check.
Oh, I regret all my decisions.
What is that? Is his strength bonus, Tyler?
I mean, I believe her strength is a 14, so her mod is a 2.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I honestly think that's probably better than everyone else in the party. So this is ideal conditions. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, man. Last time I had to do a strength check, I think it was a natural 1 on a robot.
Less talking, more rolling.
Oh, all right. I'll just leave your butt right in that pipe. How's that sound?
Oh, it's about as helpful as your gambling.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Oh, no. Can you do me a favor? Do me a solid and roll a d6 for me as well. 2 win. That is 2 points of bludgeoning damage as I just fails to get you through the pipe. This is where you live now, Miles. This is Wynn's home.
Yeah, this is my home.
This is
my burrow.
Just set up shop here and be like, I've lived in these pipes for years. For years.
So I'm in the pipe, but this guy's right here. He is technically within 10 feet. I could probably jab him with my trident.
Oh, you can't move a single arm. I will allow you to use that sweet get 'em if you want to.
Oh, 100%.
Shout at these things or any other vocal
I'll
abilities.
Get him on the one that's Talara's facing.
Okay, so the one right next to Bumfuzzle as well. That is turn number 1. Turn 2, Bumfuzzle. Everyone's come to your aid. Oh, good. You've lit the banners, and Rohan has arrived in the form of half of Bumfuzzle, Talara, and Kaz.
Half of Wynn.
Oh, half of Wynn.
Half of Wynn. Sorry, yeah. Big old bear stuck in a tube.
All right. Well, I'm liking this flanking action that's happening up here, but I also want to start chopping up bugs as quick as possible. So, I'm going to.
I should say this one that you attacked last time looks very weak.
Okay.
it looks like it's on its last legs. These things, I mean, you think it would take a while, but you could probably step on them to death.
Yeah. I'm going to pull out a liquid nitrogen canister and dump it on the ice underneath it to make it the ice. Now it's ice. It used to be water, but now it's ice. And I'm going to freeze the water that it's standing on so that its little legs like skitter and dance a little bit.
Pretty sure this was the end of Demolition Man.
Yep.
The engineering trick attack that Sylvester Stallone did to kill Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think of his character's name. What was it? Quick to Google, everyone. It was like Simon something.
3 seashells? No.
CR7 or lower?
Yes, I can confirm that. These guys aren't murder machines.
Yep. And then only a 12 on the attack. So
12 against flat-footed KAC?
Correct.
That's a hit.
Oh, whoa. Okay, great. Yeah.
You rolled that 4 and you're like, oh, poop.
Oh, please.
It also has get 'em on it, so.
Yeah. So that's including get 'em, but yeah.
Yes.
Well, so that's
then you needed get 'em.
Yeah.
That would have been a fail otherwise.
So that will be 10 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, and you cut this bug in half, bifurcate it, and it falls to the ground in the frozen liquid underneath it.
Chop, chop.
The bug's turn, they have a few more targets now. So this one is going to skitter above you. You can actually make an attack of opportunity, Bumfuzzle, because it is moving out of a threatened square around you and is going above Sweet Talara.
Ooh, 23 on the attack.
Oh, that's a hit.
But only 2 damage.
All right, well, every little bit is going to help here. So you take a swipe as it moves, and basically the same thing is going to happen with Kaz, since you've used your reaction. Kaz, if you want to use your reaction, this one is moving over the top of your head, around the backside of you to flank.
I will be hitting it with an entropic strike. It's a 17.
That is a hit.
For 9 damage.
Okay, 9. I'm sorry, I need to go back a moment. We forgot a fun mechanic for these guys.
Oh, good.
Bumfuzzle, though, as it dies, you see what looks like a gaseous belly, like a swollen tick belly on its underside that seems to balloon up and pops, spraying you and Talara, who are right next to this beastie with blood. Can you both make me a fortitude save?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, everyone's best, so we're fine.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Well, you've rolled a 19 and 18. No one's ever going to figure out what this ability does because you'll roll fine. But you are coated in very, very gross red, kind of brownish blood-like liquid. Okay. Let's see. We've got some more attacks here by these buggies as they've moved. We're going to do a single attack on Tallara with a bite. 16 on the dice is a hit. The sweet advanced dice roller out where I can type in numbers here. No, whatever. D6. D3 actually plus I rolled a 2, so that is 6 points of damage. Bumfuzzle, this one above you, it's going to try and pierce you with its tongue again, straight down on your helmet, trying to crack into you like an egg. I rolled a 5 on the dice though, so that is a miss. Oh, thank goodness. Let's see, this one, who's it going to attack? He's got Kaz, he's got Bumfuzzle. It's no longer flanking. It's going to try and attack Bumfuzzle as well. He sees a smaller target and thinks he can take it down. Goblin. 9 on the dice. That is a hit. And it's just going to bite you again for 6 points of damage. The bite attacks are slashing as it's got these like pincers and it's just ripping into your armor. And finally, Kaz, this one's going to try and pierce you as well. What is your KAC these days?
With my entropy point, it is 18.
I've rolled an 8 on the dice. That is a miss.
Yes.
Miss. Okay, we are back to you, Tallara. You've got one on the backside of you now. It is up above you about 5 foot, just kind of clinging to the wall here.
Okay, so if I moved more than 5 feet, it would attack me, right?
Well, you can take a guarded step, yes, as a 5-foot action, but if you moved anywhere else, it might be able to. It's got this very long, wicked tongue that it can dart out in your direction.
Okay, I will take a guarded step back, so I'll stand next to Bumfuzzle, partly because I don't want Wynn's big bear butt to run into me if he gets pushed through.
So there you're on a diagonal with this creature and would still get an attack of opportunity there.
If I'm taking a guarded step?
Well, I mean,
If
you're still
action.
within. Yeah, you're within 5 foot. I'm guessing you would do something offensive, but you can tell me, what do you want to do?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, can I back into this corner?
The corner where the previous bug was that just died. Yes, you can. Step
I'll
in
just
its
stomp all
bloody
over
remains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crunch.
Laura's not grossed out by this blood. Whatever.
I am. I wrote an entire adventure path full of blood and bugs.
Right.
Ugh.
And yeah, Tallara is going to shoot her pistol at it. Sorry, I'm looking for my pistol. And not going to do it. That's a 9.
Right. That is indeed a miss. But as you shoot this thing, it kind of leaps forward right in front of a Wynn whose head is sticking out of the pipe, and next to Bumfuzzle and yourself. It seems like they are. Yeah, they have a special ability called evasive, which using some reactions here to dodge and dip, dive, and duck out of the way after attacks. They're very hard to hit if they don't want to be. That is your turn, Nikithi. We're back to you. Are we trying for some more?
Can I do like a
Win time?
Full strength push? Can I do it twice? Or can I roll twice, or is it just a one roll kind of deal?
That's a great question. If you are focusing your efforts in helping like guide Idis, how about if you're taking a full both of your turns action, you can roll a couple of D20, take the better of the two.
Okay. First roll, Idis strength check is gonna be an 18.
Oh, that'll do.
Okay, I'll say I was still using all that effort, but the first one worked.
So we can, if you, you're gonna have to use the entire turn. But when you can take your turn and pop out into this room, past like over this bug who doesn't seem to notice you, you can move pop out here or here.
Yeah, that's fine right there. It's fine.
Yeah, so you're just on the other side of this bug who's just dodged out of the way of Talara's laser blast.
All right, so the first thing I do is I'm going to put Get 'em on this bug.
Let's see here. Okay, so the one right between you and Tallara.
Yes. And then I'm going to roll attack with my trident. Oh no, natural toot.
Chutes not going to do it. No, sorry. That is a miss. I believe we skipped over a full Kaz turn here.
It's okay.
I mean, I want to give some credence to Miles rolling a 20 on his initiative roll, but he's technically down here at the bottom.
It's fine.
What do you want to do, Drew?
I'd like to make 2 attacks, one to the bug that is just to the north of me, and one to the bug that is to the south of me.
Oh, okay.
That I am flanking with Bumfuzzle. I will attack the one to the north first. Here is the first entropic strike. Not gonna do it. That's gonna be an 8.
7.
That is a miss.
But here is the one to the one that I am attacking that is flanking with Bumfuzzle. That is going to be a 13.
A 13 against EAC is a hit.
For 8 damage.
As its reaction, if you attempt to make an attack against it, it's going to guarded step as a reaction.
Could I use my step up feat to follow it?
Yes, but that comes like after, and right? That's your reaction?
That is
correct?
My reaction. If in the book, it's if it takes a guarded step, but if it takes a guarded step as a reaction, I'm not sure how that functions.
I'm going to allow you to do it because you can take reactions like during your turn. Still, I believe you can move closer to it if you want, as per the feat.
So I'm going to move just 1 or 5 feet down to the south.
Okay, so you're now back to back with Bumfuzzle, which is nice because you can't be flanked basically the way this is set up. Actually, one is above Bumfuzzle, kind of on the wall. So Bumfuzzle can be, but you can't be flanked by these other bugs. Okay, so unfortunately nothing there. Turn 3 back to Bumfuzzle. They are leaping, jumping all around this room. What does our goblin friend want to do?
Gosh, I'd like to take advantage of get him, but I also like that flank. So I'm going to go after that one. And I believe that one's already used its attack of opportunity, or its reaction.
The one that just jumped away from Kaz. You want to? Yeah. It seems to be preoccupied evading his punches.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to throw a tiny bear trap on the floor. As it's
Why do you have this? It's a very small one.
We're going to talk later about this.
It's like a bear finger trap.
it's just right. And submit and +2. Okay.
Engineering check. What do we got?
Oh no, that's not good. No success on the engineering check.
Oh no.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. I got an 18 on that.
Yikes.
Yeah. But the attack is a 21.
Oh, that's
so 3 points of damage from that.
Okay. All right, and it can't dodge out of the way of that. It is their turn now, and this one to the north of Kaz is going to move in. Is actually going to you make an attack of opportunity, as it is going to move up and skitter up the wall besides you, Kaz.
Right.
Oh wait, no,
I've already used my reaction. So
you've used your reaction. I've played you like a fiddle and got your expectations up. Yeah, so it's right next. It's right above you, and then striking distance of Bumfuzzle as well. Let's see, and I think the rest of them are going to kind of stick where they are. And let's give an attack to just about everybody here. First, this one is going to attack you, Kaz, with a bite. Ooh, super hit, a 19 on the dice. D3 of damage. 6 points of slashing in total. Trying to cut right through your armor, starts pinching at flesh underneath. And this one is going to attack Bumfuzzle, and I feel its pierced barb is going to work the 3rd time it attacks. So let's try it. Pierce attack. Pew, pew, pew. Well, that is a hit. 14 on the dice. And I won't roll a 1 this time, right? Nope. You're wrong. Minimum damage. Did I say that was 3 points? I think 3 points of piercing damage. Boy, oh boy, I wish that was more. Oh boy, I don't like this tongue. Let's do bites now. A bite against Win from this one that just darted back here. Oh, 11 on the dice is a hit. And the minimum damage, 5 points of slashing. And one against Talara. I spread the wealth around. Talara, what's your KAC?
14.
I've rolled a 6 on the dice, which is a hit. Minimum damage, 5 points of slashing damage. I would love for these bugs to do a good deal more. Talara, we're back to you. You're backed into a corner, quite literally, here in this room.
Yeah, and Talara's not doing great.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, so I need some math help. So are these spiders on the ceiling right now? Like they're above us?
The two behind Bumfuzzle and Kaz are. The two in front of Win are currently on the ground.
Okay, so if I were to use overheat and like point that cone at the ceiling, like at a 45-degree angle, can I get the bugs without hurting Kaz and Bumfuzzle?
You can. We're in the same situation where they could attack you, though, as an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Are you feeling good? Are you feeling lucky?
Yeah, as lucky as I ever do.
Okay.
And actually, I have a question about this. If they interrupt my spell, does that still count as a spent spell slot?
You do indeed lose the spell, yeah.
Okay.
So lost the previous one.
Right.
Go ahead and make your attack because I'm not going to attack you, or they're not going to attack you.
Awesome. All right, so that's 9 damage to each of those bugs on the ceiling.
Describe it. What kind of damage is this?
Save. So being in the trash, I'm guessing there's a lot of heat stored. It probably is taking all of the heat from the other room, and so Talara gathers up all of the heat from that muckiness and all that trash in the middle of the room and directs it toward the ceiling at these bugs, and they are overheated.
Okay, so yeah, kind of just freezing them or burning them with the energy around them. 9 points in total. Let me roll some reflex saves. 17 and a 13 on the dice. I believe that's going to be good for both of them. So half damage, but they're still both taking 4 points of damage?
Right.
Okay. So this one right above Kaz, not looking too good. It is scorched. It has been, I believe, punched. And the one right above Bumfuzzle, I don't think has been hit yet. So you're putting some burn hurting on it, but it's still very spry. Do you want to take a move action or do anything else?
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Oakley dokley, and that brings us to Nikithi.
Idris is just going to fire that blaze rifle down this pipe and hit the bug that is between Win and Talara, that is directly on the other side of the pipe. So Idris kind of has to crouch down to make this shot. Get him on there.
It's got a good bit of cover shooting, through the access pipe of the Death Star to try and make this hit. But go right ahead. This is against EAC.
Yeah. I've rolled a 10 on the dice. Plus get him is going to be a 16.
Okay, and it is getting a +4 bonus here from cover. That is just a hit. Ooh. Oh, jeez. That would have been a miss without the old get 'em lifestyle that you all are living with an envoy.
Thank you. Win 4 points of fiery damage.
Anything you would like to do, Nikithi? Any move action? Or
no, I'm all done.
Then, Kaz, you are next. There's one above you, one above Bumfuzzle, and one between you and Win as well.
We're going to focus on the one between me and Win because that is flanked. So let's see how this works. We're going to make 2 attacks. A double entropic strike time. Strike the first.
Well, I can tell you on that first attack is going to jump out of the way, right out of the way of you punching it as its reaction for this turn.
Can you tell me where it's going so I can punch it again?
It's gonna move behind Win, basically, about 5 foot to the northeast, and outside of your range.
But it is my fresh turn, so I could step up.
Yeah, now, if you want to, I will allow you to make the second attack against it, and it cannot jump out of the way of the second attack.
Do I need to move to do that?
Yeah, you will have to step up to reach it.
Step up, strike the second. 17.
Ooh, hey, that's a hit.
8 damage.
Okay, this is the second time this guy's been hit. He's looking pretty rough. He is still up, and we are on to Win.
All right. Win is going to get him on the guy next to Talara, but he's going to guarded step a little bit north.
Okay.
Flanking with... oh, no, I can't move. Yeah,
it is a move action to get him.
Sorry.
Still.
I know. Sorry. I'm going to get him on the little buggy between Talara and Win, but I'm going to use my trident on the bug that jumped away from Kaz.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can tell that it is focused on your human friend. Doesn't see it coming.
That is a 12.
Ooh, against Casey, that is a miss. Sadly. Oh, would have been if
I had get him on it. I know.
If Talara was flanking. If you were flanking with Talara over here, but she's busy burning them off the wall. Sadly, that is it. We're on to turn 4. Bumfuzzle. Still 4 of these creatures clawing above your head. This one's trying to split your head open like a melon with its barbed tongue. What would you like to do, Jabber?
I see. I'm going to look at this one that's got get 'em on it now, and I'm going to. I've already used my bear trap.
Oh no!
I'm going to use my sticky glue. I'm going to try to sticky it down to the floor, and I'm going to 5-foot step forward as I do this. As I sort of just like drop a little squelch of sticky on it. And,
a squelch of sticky.
A squelch of sticky. That's what the gentleman's squelch. That's what they call it. And then I'm gonna strike it with my knife. CR 0 or lower. I'm not gonna do it.
These bug traps are not working out.
I know, but the attack is pretty good. That's up to 26 on the attack.
Yeah, 18. That's a hit.
And 5 points of damage.
Okay, it is still up as well. Oh, you guys are spreading out your damage just like they are. But I don't think I'm going to be that nice any longer. I think this one is going to just kind of crawl right down behind Kaz. And this one's going to stay where he is next to... he's going to crawl over by Talara. I'm going to make a couple attacks. This one that moved is going to make one attack, and this other one is going to try and bite Kaz twice as they are teaming up with their good friends. So let's first do these 2 attacks. I got to roll pretty high here, though. Oh, a natural 20 and a 15. That might be able to do it. Okay.
Oh, no.
With flanking, yep, that is 2 hits and a critical hit. Ugh. I really wish I could take cards for these little guys.
Hold on, against whom?
Kaz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't see my disdain because we're not doing video, but I am disdain.
The disdain has come upon me. Let's do some crit damage here. Well, let me do the damage for the regular attack first. 6 points slashing, and the critical 2d3. Ooh, boy, nearly max damage. That is 13 points of slashing damage. Ooh, boy. And actually, this one that comes up behind you, I just realized what its fun hit point situation was. It does not move behind you. It's going to run away after it has flanked. Because I believe these guys, while they might seem mighty in numbers, are actually kind of cowards. Let me see. Yep. Okay. You can make an attack of opportunity if you... Oh, no, true. You've used your so this one's just going to run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to run to the queen or whatever, and once we get these 3 down, we'll have just a monster one of these that won't be too weak to deal with, and TPK and all of that. I get it, Patrick.
I haven't thought about that, but it makes sense that they would have a ginormous queen hiding out in the tunnel that you have to go rescue a little girl and bring a flamethrower with you.
They mostly come at night, mostly.
I've checked the HP on these other guys, and they are still currently fighting strong. This one doesn't really have anywhere to go, so it's going to attack a Bumfuzzle. An attack here. Oh, God. It almost was another natural 20. That is a natural 2, though.
Natural 2?
And Talara, this one's going to try and bite you as well. 15 on the dice. That's going to be a hit. And D3 points of damage. Minimum damage at 5 points. Before we move on, though, I've almost forgotten that I'm going to shout out one of our Patreon subscribers who is at I believe it's the fancy Marmalade level or above. Thank you if you've gotten more of these into us. We're going to try and cycle back through your critical shout outs. If you would like to get a shout out on air whenever we roll a natural 20, take a look at our Patreon campaign.
Due to circumstances, I'm grumpy about this one, but
yeah, no. when it's me, I'm not too happy about it either. But this is to one of our another mega fan, and we are a fan of their work as well, Hidden Twig, and they say, thanks for the playthrough, Cosmic Crew. These episodes always end up being an amicable addition to the workday. I'll continue to laugh out loud with my headphones on. That's how I listen as well. Thank you, Hidden Twig. Let's move on, though. That is their turn. The bugs. Talara, to you.
Yeah, Talara's not feeling so hot. So I'm going to try something. Is all I can do. I'm going to use Fiendish Gloom to make it dark around me.
Okay, make it even darker.
Yeah, so it'll be complete darkness because it's dim light already, correct?
Yeah. I think I described it as dark earlier. We'll say it's dim light because I've forgotten all about the lighting conditions.
I thought you said dim, but okay. And with it being dark, I guess it means these things can see me anyway, but...
Yeah, you're not really sure. I don't think we've rolled for them exactly what abilities they have.
I'm going to attempt to run back down the pipe, though. But Itis is kind of in my way, so I'll go as far down the pipe as I can.
This one that's on top of you is gonna try to attack you as you go with its barbed tongue, because it's kind of hanging up on top of you. Oh, stop her from leaving. An 18 on the dice.
God, I'm gonna get myself killed.
Can I roll above a 1 on this D6 though? That is the question. No, I can't. 3 points of damage. Are you still up from that?
I'm still up. I take it they can see in the dark since they didn't get a mischance.
They've got some ability.
I figured that was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, but yeah, these bugs, I mean, you don't even see any little beady eyes on them. It seems like they might be near blind themselves and have some other capability as well. That is your turn. You can get, about halfway down the pipe. Unfortunately, Nikithi, that means that your shot is blocked with an itis.
Oh.
It is your turn, though. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Nope.
Okay, holding on to Kaz. Drew, there's still a couple of these bugs right next to you. What would you like?
Right next to me, you say? Then I must do a double entropic strike.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit.
That's a hit. Jeez Louise.
For 11 damage.
Oh my god, max damage. Yeah, you pulverized this thing.
Yes!
It is a volcano of blood that spurts up from it and covers you guys. Win and Kaz, please make me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm glad my fortitude save is so good. Oh.
It's dead as dead could be. So.
Oh boy.
Oh, natural 1, Miles.
Great, thanks, Kaz.
That's not gonna do it. You are sickened.
Yes, I am.
By this, this creature's guts just they're almost making you retch up the fermented honey, which seems a nice alternative at this point. It is, oh boy, for an entire round, you're just about to retch all over Kaz. That one is dead. We still got a couple others here. There's one in front of you, and it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to try to stab it with my trident. That is 14.
That is exactly a hit.
Yeah, for 12 points damage.
Oh my god, why is it so much, you guys? You roll a d8 with this thing, I forgot.
Plus my level, and Yeah,
geez Louise.
And plus 2 for strength bonus.
It is a a shock going from level 2 to level 3. I keep forgetting. I was like, oh my god, 12 points of damage. It is dead a few times over. I need you to Bumfuzzle make me a fortitude save.
Ooh.
As it explodes in the blood splatter.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, the 3 on the dice. You are indeed sickened as well for a couple of rounds.
Okay.
Don't think it's going to go that long, though. It is your turn. There's one of these creatures still up on the wall, just about 5 foot up.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull this mirrored aluminum foil out in front of me, and then sort of hold it up like they do in the dog tricks on YouTube, and then I drop it and I move away.
This is getting esoteric, but okay.
I drop it and I move away, and then as it falls down, it confuses the strange bug, maybe, and
you don't provoke though from the targets of your trick attacks, right?
Correct. Right.
For movement. Okay. So, well, this one's already used his reaction anyway, but go ahead and make me that engineering check.
Yeah. Here comes with the shooting it with my laser pistol. And is that one get-emmed? Or did that come off?
It is. I believe it's still get-emmed, right, Miles? Did you cast again?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
CR9 or lower, I assume.
Yeah, that'll do.
And low damage, only 4 points of damage to it.
Ooh, yuck.
Sorry, the attack roll was 22.
4 points. It is still up, but that is enough. As it is now its turn, it scampers up the wall, like into just pitch blackness that Talara has left behind you guys. When you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I very much like to.
To use your reaction, yep.
It's 8.
It's okay. This one is getting away to fight perhaps another day, but it is gone from this combat. It still has Get 'em on it, and both Kaz and Win can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yep. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh boy.
And that is a natural 20 to hit.
Oh my god.
That is a dead buck.
You guys,
Like,
it's
Kaz and Win just pummel it.
Oh no. It's very dead. A general shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers who make these natural 20s happen, apparently.
Kaz reaches for a high five to Win.
Oh, Win 100% gives it to him.
Well, you are just coated in this thing's blood, but we're out of combat, so it doesn't really
don't even care.
So,
So Talara is going to sit down and stab herself twice with healing serums.
Oh, geez, Louise. Getting real up in here. So you're outside of the chamber with Idis and Nikithi. Bumfuzzle, Kaz, and Win. You guys are like coated in blood, bug guts. Oh, that was hard to say. Gug butts.
Bug. Sounds like something we get from the vending machine.
Gug butts.
Yeah, Miles is pretty good.
You're gonna fill that up with guys. I found a whole bunch of more stuff to eat. Yeah, there's like little legs like hanging off Bumfuzzle's shoulder, and like a couple of mandibles stuck in the side of Kaz's armor.
Kaz radios to Nikithi and Talara, who are talking to our Rikrichi.
Yeah, Hashachir, the sickened Rikrichi.
Have our actions made any difference to our new friend?
no, the man is diseased. It's not like they have a magical spell over them that when you kill them, it goes away.
Well, he implied that would happen, which is why we went into the thing in the first place.
No, he said that if you get rid of them, that he could sleep peacefully because they would no longer bother him.
It was,
pay attention when other people are talking.
It was a moral victory, and now my soul feels better.
Well, I guess his soul feels better, Kaz.
I really hated those bugs.
He's sleeping peacefully now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's cutting some Z's. No, he perks up if you do tell him that you just went in there and stomped on a whole bunch of the bugs. They've been harassing him for weeks here. You three that are still in the room, why don't you make me a perception check as you're bring out your lights and kind of look around here.
14 for win.
Whole lot of nothing for Bumfuzzle.
Oh, a 1 on the perception for Jabert. Drew. Oh,
And a
no, Drew.
Natural 20, 24.
Oh, fire and ice. Fire and ice.
Stop rolling these 20s, Drew.
Drew's hot today.
Yeah, I'm hot for the last 2 rolls of the encounter. But
Yeah, there seems to be some odd bits and pieces of technological items stuck in the trash nest in the middle of this room. Some things that look like they could be salvageable, perhaps worth money. Do you want to pluck them out of this garbage heap?
yeah.
Sure. Right. So you're pulling all these metal scraps and what looks like bits of destroyed spacesuits. You might find like a bone or 2 in here. A couple of them nick your armor as you go. Can you make me a fortitude save?
Oh, pronk.
Sweet Drew. You'll never learn.
It's a 23.
You'll never learn unless you stop rolling really well. Fortitude saves. Right. So it kind of turns your stomach for a moment, and you start thinking of the tar whale polyps. But you hold down your cookies, and you're able to pull out a couple things that look very degraded, gunked up. You find a backup generator, an armor upgrade, as well as a significantly kind of rusted and otherwise in need of repair, a pair of jump jets.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, worth coming in here, folks. Right, so you find that. What do you want to do now?
All right, Win. Get back into the hole, and Nikiti and Idis and I will push you through.
No, that's right. That's why Idis is in the room to give.
I mean, that's why I put her there. But before,
I've put a lot of thought in this, though. I think I know how we can get me through much easier this time.
Oh, yes?
All we have to do is to be crazy, dude.
That plan makes 0 sense. I don't understand that's how that would work at all.
yes.
The beginning of next week's episode is just going to be a number of failed strength rolls as they pummel Win to death. It's like, I thought this would work.
Well, I was trying to think what else we could do, and I was just like, oh, well, in this tunnel, that should be the to be continued point, because it's like, all right, well, how am I going to get out of here?
It's one of those pipe fade outs, like the screen dissolves into like the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's right on a big blue butt. Guys, you've solved my evil cafeteria and bug nest puzzle.
All right.
I was trying to make it fair, but I didn't want to push it too far. But yes, the jellied skin fungus, I was really hoping Kaz would eat and then die of poison.
I'll tell you what, I'm really glad I didn't choose that, because I would have felt terrible.
Yeah, no, when you said, oh, yeah, I'm choosing it for Kaz, I'm like, yes, you will feel very bad.
So I would have had to do like maybe a fort save, and could I have done a survival check as part of that, or anything?
I think afterwards you get like a little bonus on this. This section of the AP is hopefully making you all feel like strangers in a strange land. Because this is like way out there on the fringe kind of adventure in Outpost Zed. Bugs you've never seen before, all kinds of alien creatures that don't speak your languages. It's supposed to make you feel out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we're not even halfway through it. We got a whole bunch more exploration. You've got Hashachir hopefully on your side now. And we'll see what other weird places are in the space station next week when we continue on. Guys, nothing left to be said except thank you very much for playing with me week in and week out.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick.
I know I try to kill you with bugs very often, but
we kill them back.
That's going to do it for us. Everyone out there listening, thanks so much, and have a great week.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Don't think of the bugs while you try to sleep.